everyone, it's Angela Pinamonti. We're here on behalf of Vistas Best. I'm here with
Christy Lundy, and we are both here with President and Founder of Indian Joe Brewing, Max Moran.
Hey, how's it going? Thank you guys for coming in.
Yeah, no
Thanks
problem.
for having us.
Tell us a little bit about yourself and how you kind of got into this business.
Well, you know, it is funny because time goes by so fast that it was just, I grew up hearing stories about my uncle, and he was a brewer in the early 1900s up onto the road, on the reservation and stuff. And he was a brewer in the early 1900s, and he's Native American. I'm a Laseno Indian, and it is just, I had to name it in honor of my uncle, Indian Joe, and that's what we named it. I couldn't have it Indian Max, it just wouldn't flow right.
Roll up the tongue is good.
Yeah, so anyways, I named it in honor of him. And then later on, I ended up brewing with an old German down in San Diego, and I brewed with him for about 17 years, and he was 5 generations of brewers.
Wow.
So now, as today, probably 30 plus years in brewing, but by trade, I actually was a C10 electrician.
Wow. And so we're at your newer location here on Industrial in Vista.
Yes.
Moved from another location in Shadow Ridge Business Park area.
Yes, and our lease ran out on the old location, and so anyways, we ended up buying this building here. This is our tasting room. It's 18,000 square foot tasting room production facility, and so we're a 2-story facility here, and we do a lot of different private, parties and just different venues that are here, from weddings to fundraisers to different things with Rady's Hospital and fundraisers and stuff like that.
Speaking of the events and stuff, can they rent out the whole space, or I've seen parties upstairs?
Yes, you could rent the whole thing. It just has to have way planned, the way it's going to be, because we're very busy here.
Yeah.
Why Vista for your business?
Well, it's funny because Vista, I could see my house from the brewery here. So,
oh, cool.
I mean, I wouldn't want to travel.
He's a scout.
Right. Who's over there?
I mean, I grew up in Encinitas, and and then end up moving to Vista in later years. But it's just a thing where we've always been like in the area here, the Laseno, and anyway. So I have a lot of family. I have 14 brothers and sisters.
Wow.
And anyhow, it's just, this is a family-run business, and it is just a great location. The weather in Vista, and plus, all of our, friends from other breweries and stuff like that. I mean, there's 18 breweries in Vista, and I mean, the more the better. And it's just, we love it, and it's just a thing where, close. I just couldn't see myself driving all the way down to San Diego to go to work, because in the hours that you put in the brewery are very, very brutal. And so, I mean, I put about 112 hours a week into this location. So, it is a tremendous amount of work if you're doing everything. And it just takes a while to do something. This is a lot of hard work.
Well, your hard work has paid off. A little bit about the beers. You have 30 beers on tap?
Yeah, we have 30 beers on tap. So we do from IPAs to stouts to sours. And so we try, having something for everybody here. And the thing is too, so there's some of the beers that we do to style and some not, and it's just whatever we think that tastes really good, we're gonna do it. And it's just a thing where we will put it out there, and some beers are not for everybody, but that's why you have 30. If you come in here and can't find one that you like out of 30, then you probably don't like beer.
Yeah. If you don't like beer, I heard you have like a special a food truck that's very famous around these parts now, the Indian fry bread.
Oh yeah, so we have the Indian tacos. It's native quiche fry bread, and that's my sister and my brother.
Oh, really? See,
oh, cool.
It really is
Keeping in the family.
And, yeah, so they do it, and it's just the fry bread is just, in the Indian tacos is just amazing. We have it every other Sunday, and I mean, we had it yesterday, and it was just when we do it, it's just so many people come just for the fry bread.
Mm-hmm. I've heard wonderful things. Christy, I think, has tried it.
I've had it, yeah.
I haven't had it yet. But
I did my birthday, I did a little brew tasting at Vista Breweries back when you were at the old location, and I had my plate of 10, and there was not a single beer I didn't like.
Well, you know what, and so we do like a flight of 8, and you could buy whatever you know, the tasters. The tasters are 5-ounce tasters, and you know, we go from anywhere from 4% all the way up to about 16, 17% on our beers. So
5 ounce.
it's just,
That taster's all you need.
yeah, so it just depends, you know, on what's coming on the line. We do a lot of barrel aging here now at Indian Joe, so we're up to about 280 barrels on that. On the
And then you have 30 beers on
food
tap,
trucks.
but
Yeah.
you're brewing like 130 different styles, right? Somewhere around there, you said?
We have about 100. It would be about 130 different kinds of beers that we could put on to the line, in different things, in different barrels, and you know, different fruits and different. You know, we use all natural fruit for all of our. You know, it's passion fruit. If it's grapefruit, both zest. It's none of the beers have any like the extracts inside there, and it just works out to be better like that. So we love it. You know, it's a little bit more work and stuff, but it's just a thing that we think it's tastes best like that.
I can't wait to try some of those beers. Ooh.
And then when we were coming in, you told us about a special beer that you were actually delivering for a girl with cancer. Can you tell us a little bit about some philanthropy that you're doing around that? 'Cause that was really cool.
So we donated, a tank. It's called Cheers for Sarah, and what it is she's a 9-year-old girl that has cancer, and you could just imagine how much bills that the family has, came upon, and it's just a thing where we figured that, like Nick Corona, he's from Quaff, and they won some grain, and they needed a place to brew it, and we said, let's brew it here.
Aww.
So we brewed the beer here, and it is just a great thing among brewers and stuff like that. So it's going to be sold throughout San Diego County in different locations, and so like Monkey Paw is going to have, they're supposed to be picking up kegs here today, 2 kegs. So different places, the draft, and there's a lot of places that have it. So if you see that on tap, Cheers for Sarah, 100 all proceeds are going to go into that, foundation right there. So
That's fantastic.
yeah, it is just a great thing to give back like that.
And there, what is your, speaking about beer, what's your most popular beer that you currently sell, the top few that you sell?
You know what? Of course, this is San Diego with IPA. So
IPA town.
it's just we have our White Sage IPA, and that White
That
Sage.
sounds
Whoa.
amazing.
Everybody
You
look
said
at Chris-
sage,
Christy's
and I'm
face
all
real
about
quick.
it.
Yeah, so that White Sage IPA, it is pretty killer. I mean, it is a good beer, and it's just the ABVs. It's a double, and it's about 10.8 on ABVs, and that's alcohol by beverage or by volume. And anyways, it's just a thing where it is just a great beer the way it's all hopped up, and it has some Mosaic in it, Simcoe, and some Citra, and some Big Secret inside there. So it's just an amazing aroma and good tasting beer.
Try that one.
What's your favorite?
It's
It's like choosing between your children.
Yeah.
I always, when they ask me that question, it's just whatever beer I have in that hand that day is my favorite beer. So that's a hard question because we do so many different beers.
Mm-hmm.
What do you see for your future as Indian Joe's? Are you planning to expand any more than this location, or?
Yes, it's just right now we're going to get ready to break ground on our restaurant. We've been saying that, so it is just a thing where it's a tremendous amount of money when you think
The licensing.
on something like that. I mean, we're talking, it's like a 1,700 square foot kitchen,
Wow.
but it's the thing is dinky, and it's about $570,000 that we have to come up with. That's a lot of pizza,
Yeah.
to actually make.
So that'll be in-house? Like you're going to add it to the computer?
So it's just a thing where we look at that, and but we know that it would change it into a brew house,
Mm-hmm.
and so it would be where we would control all the food and stuff like that, and no longer have the food trucks. But it's just a thing where we control. There's no more where you're running out of food or showing up late.
Long lines.
I'm not saying that the food truck guys are not doing tremendous job. But it's just a thing where we look, forward to doing that and doing beer pairings and beer dinners with our food that we have here and make it like that.
What
Yeah,
kind of food will you be serving?
So we're thinking it's going to be a coal-fired pizza that we're going to be doing inside there with actually, so like pizza, buffalo wings and just staple items like that. It would be like an Angus burger over flame grilled, and then have a rotating menu where we would rotate out different. It wouldn't be the same, So different things like that. So
I love
you
that
can
too.
always come in and have something that you don't know what's going to be on that menu. So it's always going to be fresh, and that's our main thing here.
I like the words that you're saying too, because some of these restaurants have some really fancy food that to me is not like beer food.
Yeah.
Like one restaurant has like a chicken chidori. I think that's how you say it. And I'm like, I don't know. That's not beer food to me. I want a burger. I want some
like
pizza.
home food that you can have a good beer with.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? And that's the thing. It's not going to be where we're going to make it like a gastropub or bistro. It's just going to be just your typical place where you're going to come and get an inexpensive burger and some fry. Or if you want a salad, or we're going to be doing a bunch of stuff like that. A bunch of different salads and stuff like that. So that would change our hours from like 11 o'clock opening, for lunch and the whole thing, to 7 days a week, where our hours would increase because of the restaurant. So it's pretty much a no-brainer, because we're sitting right here on the freeway. I mean, we're literally
location.
We're
Great
literally
signage.
on the freeway.
But you can't hear it inside. It's super quiet
It
in
is
here.
pretty good. So
At least now, because we came before hours.
And to come here, you would come off the 78 and you'd come off Sycamore, and it's right there. I mean, if you look up the 78 and look south, you'll see Indian Joe's signage right there.
Yeah, and the great thing about this location is it's just location. And it's just a thing where you're on that freeway right there with 480,000 cars that go by a day. So it's a tremendous amount of people that go by this building. And right now, like I say, we are very, very, very busy here, and it's just growing the business, and we're organically growing it, and it just takes some time to actually get everything, all off that wish list. It just takes a little time.
Well, I think you're doing a great job. I mean,
Thank you.
Everyone will see the video and the footage from being here today of our walkthrough and our tour of the facility. But congrats to you, congrats to the brewery, congrats to the new restaurant coming. I can't wait to try it out.
That's exciting.
And we thank you very much for allowing to come in here.
Well, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys for coming in, and I just, like I say, just look forward to actually, doing a bunch of different stuff with, other different businesses if they want to, come in and do any, business parties here, or, different fundraisers here. We look forward to all that kind of stuff, networking with other businesses from Vista or any area. So it's just, we love doing that kind of stuff like that, for sure.
Well, definitely swing on by Indian Joe Brewing here in Vista. Definitely one of Vista's best.
Thanks so much for watching.
Hey, thank
See
you
you,
guys.
Max.
Thank you.
Bye.